Let's talk run durability. So, what is durability and why are we talking about it in the context of running? Well, what is durability? Something is durable when it's resistant to damage, when it can take a lot of force but does not get bent or broken or chipped or cracked. And durability is a function in running that I want to develop in you and teach you how to plan your training for run durability, not just for speed and for strength. So there will be principles of run durability throughout this course. We're doing the first principle of run durability, which is frequency. Many people talk about how fast you run and how far you run, and maybe how intense your runs are in terms of hills or sprints or the effort that you're putting in, what percentage of your effort you're putting into a run. But many running plans don't address the frequency with which you run in a given week. So that's what we're going to talk about, because frequency, it turns out, is a major factor in becoming a more durable runner. And it's not just the number of miles you run in a week, it's how many times you run in a week that will contribute to your durability and will help you to avoid injury in the long term. So I want to give you an example. On this page just below this video, there is a chart. It says example running schedules with 3 athletes. We have person A, B, and C. And if you can, move this video so you can look at that chart while I'm talking about it. If that's not possible, or if you're on your mobile phone and you can't close one and open the other, don't worry, all is not lost. Just look at the chart after so that you can map what I'm saying onto this visual. So person A is doing a pretty typical run schedule for a busy person who can only get out and run a few days a week. So they've done 4 miles Wednesday, 4 miles on Monday, 8 miles on Saturday for their long run, and they've got 16 miles in the bank. That's a pretty good week. If you're training for something like a 10K or a 5K, that's a solid week, and you've got mileage under your belt. However, you've only put 60 minutes of these magical first 20 minutes, and I want to talk about that. So research is showing recently that when runners are out for a run, in the first 20 minutes is when their brains are most connected to exactly what their bodies are doing. Their brains are engaged with the motion of the running, and you're getting biofeedback from your feet hitting the ground and from gravity and from the movement of running, your cadence, your forward lean. All of that is top of mind. You're aware of it, and that's when your form improves in those first 20 minutes. After that, the return on your investment of continuing to run diminishes pretty quickly. You go into kind of a tranquilized, automatic running form and running pace after that 20 minutes. Another reason to do run walk, by the way, is when you stop and walk, it kind of resets your body's awareness of running so that when you start again, you get a few more minutes of that highly attuned, really efficient running time where your brain is fully engaged and is tweaking and making your running more efficient. But these first 20 minutes of your run are the most impactful 20 minutes. So as many of these as you can get in a week, you're going to improve your running form automatically, because through biofeedback, through your body's proprioceptive system of knowing exactly where your limbs are, your running form will get better. So person B, going back to this chart, has decided to run 4 days a week, which is better. You're going to get 80 minutes of those first 20, and they're doing 4 miles each time. This is great for a maintenance schedule. If you just want to maintain running fitness, you're not going for a particular goal, you're using running as part of an overall fitness plan, and on other days, those other 3 days a week, you're doing a strength program, you're doing a flexibility program with yoga or with Pilates. This is fantastic. However, if you're someone who wants to be doing a long run because you want to be building fitness for a half marathon, a marathon, if you want to up your distance, you've never run a 10K, and you want to be able to run a 6.2 mile race, you're going to need to run longer than 4 miles. So person C is an example of someone who's really using run durability principle of frequency to their advantage. they have run 6 days out of 7. But if you'll notice, 4 of those runs are 2 miles or less. So they're not putting much strain on their body. On those 4 days, they're only running a couple miles. On that one day, they're only running 1 mile as a recovery from the long run on Friday of 6 miles. So there still is a longer run day in this week, Friday 6 miles, but they're putting in 110 of those first 20 minutes, which is nearly double person A, even though they're running the same number of miles. So when somebody asks you how many miles a week are you running, they're missing a key part. They should also be asking you how many days a week are you running those 16 miles, or however many you're running. It is much better to run more days per week and less mileage per run, especially at the beginning when you're building your base and you're building your running form. It is much worse to run only 2 or 3 days a week, but run a lot on those 2 or 3 days. You're opening yourself up to injury. Your body goes into that tranquilized, automatic pace and form after about 20 minutes of those runs, and you're missing out on a lot of key time to build your running form and durability. So I want you to think about that as you're planning your week of training. You're planning either this week or next week. Think about how you can spread out your mileage over more days so you get more of those first 20 minutes. This also includes walking, by the way. If you're doing the run walk, this absolutely counts. More days of walking will improve your fitness better than fewer days and longer. So I hope this makes sense. Check in. Let me know if you have questions. Post on the Facebook group what your plan is, how you're going to adjust your plan and split up. Instead of running 4 miles one day, run 2 and 2 on 2 separate days. Don't take the rest day. Make it a very short, easy run day. Do some stretching afterward, and that will improve overall. All right. Good luck out there. Get durable. Let's go.